Welcome back, students. In this class we study the square and square root chapter 6 exercise 6.1 question 2. The following numbers are obviously not perfect square. Give reason. So they have given some numbers. We have to say why they are not perfect square. So first one, they have given 1057. So we write the answer. The number 1057 is not a perfect square because it ends with 7, whereas the square numbers end with always if the number is squared, then it will end with 0 1 4 5 6 or 9. Here we have 7. Therefore, it is not a perfect square because it ends with 7. So keep this one in the mind and just solve the problems. Next is 2 3 4 5 3. As in the question only, they have given that they are not perfect squares. So only here we have to give the reason. Same thing here also. The number 2 3 4 5 3 is, you should write this in detail only, not a perfect square because it ends with 3, whereas same thing, the square numbers end with 0 1 4 5 6 or 9. Next one is 7928. We write the number. So in the list, see in the previous problem, see in the list we don't have 3. So 3, so right, it's not a perfect square. It ends with 3. Next one, the number 7928 is not a perfect square because it ends with 8, whereas same thing I have to repeat, whereas the square numbers end with that is 0 1 4 5 6 or 9. So we have 8 here. So we move on to the next one. Here they have given 6 2s, 6-digit number, all 2s. So we write the number that is 222 followed by 62 is not a perfect square because it ends with 2, whereas the square numbers end with same thing, 0 1 4 5 6 or 9. So this is the solution for the first four problems. Next we move on to the fifth one. In the fifth one, see, we have that is 64000. So we write here the number 64000 is not a square number because the number, so here we should count the zeros also. Since here the number end with 0 also, the count the zeros. See, the number of zeros at the end of a square number ending with 0, so that should be even. Here we count the number that is odd number, 3 zeros are there, so the number should to be a perfect square, number of zeros should be 4. Here we have only 3. Since it's end with the 0 also, it is not a perfect square because only the zeros are also counted. Here we have only 3 zeros. So ending with zeros, so zeros is always even. So what we wrote, the number 6400 is 000 is not a square because the number of zeros at the end of the square number ending 0 is always even. Why it is not a perfect square? Because here we have odd number of zeros. Next, we finished this one. We move on to the seventh one. So 89722. The number, same thing. The number 89722 is not a square number because it ends in 2, whereas the square numbers end with, so there it ends with 2, so with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. So next one, 222 followed by 30. Write down the numbers. The number 222000 is not a square number. Here also same thing, there is a 3 zeros because it has 3, that is an odd number of zeros at the end, whereas the number of zeros at the end of a square number number ending with zeros is zero is always what we write even. So here also we have that is odd number of zeros, so the number is not a perfect square. So the last one here is that is same thing, 50 50 50, that is 6 number is given. The number 505050 is not a square number because it has an odd number of zeros, odd number of zeros at the end. So whereas the number of zeros at the end of a square number ending with zeros is always even. So you understood the reason. You should completely write all this. This may carry 2 marks, so you should write all these things. Why it is not a perfect square. Here also it is not even. Why? It has a odd number of zeros. So now we move on to the next question, that is question number 3. So in the question number 3, what the question is given, the square of which of the following would be odd numbers. So here the square of which of the following numbers would be odd numbers. So first they are given 431, because 431 is an odd number, therefore its square will, what happens, will also be odd number. So now next is here also, therefore 2826 is an even number. Therefore its square will not be odd, will only be even. Okay, see the last digit, you see 6 into 6 will be 36, so will not be even, it is even, so square of it will not be an odd number. Here 1 into 1 means odd number will only you will get odd number. So next is, that is they have given 779. Here this is odd number because 7779 is an odd number Therefore, what happens? 9 into 9, 81. Its square will be an odd number. So last one, they have given us 82004. Here also, because see, this is even number. So 4 into 4 how much? 16. So this will get, that is even. Square of it will be even number only, because this number is, that is, write down the number 82004 is an even number. So therefore its square will not be an odd number. So these problems are all easy. Only we have to check whether it's even, odd, or what is this square, why the odd number square is not odd or even, like this. These are the two sentences for each problem we have to write. So this is the solution for the question 2 and question 3, and we'll continue next question in the next class. So any doubt, comment me, subscribe my channel. Thank you.